We just received some news on WWE 2K24, and for those of you who may like my faction or are excited for the DLC, they just dropped a very, very nice commercial. I mean, I got to give it to 2K. They've been marketing the hell out this game, no matter whether it's been bad, good, whatever it is. It's been everywhere, in my opinion. But uh, for those that wanted man bun Roman Reigns, I know that at the beginning of the cycle, I believe it was What's the Status or somebody else who dropped a man bun Roman Reigns on my faction, and we
Mm.
never really saw it again because it was taken down. Kiro, do you remember that by any chance?
I do. I actually downloaded it too. Yeah, it was like Roman
Yeah,
Reigns 2024 or something. It was
exactly.
cool.
It
Mm.
was from my rise, but they went ahead and dropped a commercial
Right.
with this Roman Reigns persona card. And if you guys don't know, or don't watch my channel in general, I am a big advocate for Persona cards because
Mm.
I think that they have a lot of potential with this game, lots of fresh content, and they went ahead and dropped this as the commercial today, just showing off this Roman Reigns, what it looks like, and it's going to be a man-born Roman Reigns, and you can confirm that it is a Persona card. Kenny, I know you're somebody who doesn't really dive into the My Faction aspect too much, but does something like this make you want to play the game knowing you're going to unlock some other attires and things like that?
Yeah, I really want to get into my faction. I've been telling you guys off camera, but it's just really no incentive right now. I'm just going to go in there trying to figure out what this card does, what that card does, but there's really no goal or nothing I'm trying to unlock. And stuff like this, if they keep putting these in there, especially if they did them weekly, I would be getting in there every week trying to grind it out, finding that time to unlock these things. So,
Yep.
yeah, if they keep adding stuff like this, I think this will get a lot more people in there to actually at least give my faction a good shot.
Mhm.
I agree. Kiro?
Um, yeah, this is necessary. I think they could even go one more step further and add in maybe new superstars instead of just Persona. The fact that they called it Persona limits them to just
Yeah.
wrestlers that are actually in the game right now and nothing
Mhm.
else. But it would have been super cool, in my opinion, if each week or even if it's each month, give us like a one special Persona tower where it's a challenge.
Yes.
Maybe the game is like in 2x speed. Maybe you have to finish matches in before 5 minutes. Like some fun stuff like that. And once you go through the challenge, it awards you the Persona card. And each time that happens, you get to go into my faction, and that's a lot of opportunities for 2K to go ahead and get you into the other aspects of my faction as well. Where this way, like I have no idea what I'm supposed to do if I'm going to get set runs. I mean, I do. It's just everything is so spread apart that like tracking everything, it just becomes a hassle. You know what I mean? It doesn't become satisfying. It's a very, I think, easy home run for 2K that they are refusing to take advantage of right now. Maybe because they simply don't have enough people to deliver good enough content on a consistent basis. So that's why they're like hanging back right now. But yeah, there is potential in this for sure.
No, no, definitely. I definitely agree. But guys, that wasn't the only thing that we saw. We also went ahead and saw that there is a new weapon making its way into the game, and that is a barbed
Mm.
wire bat. And I'm actually kind of excited
Fight
about this.
forever.
but
Oh, here comes the dislikes.
but I am excited about this, man. I think that this is a W, whether it's a skin, whatever the case is. It's just
Mm-hmm.
really cool that these type of things are getting in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Kiro, how do you feel about this, sir? Seeing just these weapons in the game making their way into it.
I feel good, man. It could be a reskin, like you said. And from what little we've seen from the trailer, the animations, as far as you hitting people and stuff like that, seems like the metal bat, the same as that. I do hope, though, for the barbed wire specifically, it has like a 90% chance of busting you open the first
Oh,
time you get hit with it, or anytime you get hit with it, just because it has those barbed wire. That'd be cool. Like, make this
Yeah,
an extreme weapon. And it would make it unique, too, in an easy manner.
most definitely. Kenny?
yeah. I mean, we see the barbed wire bat. We've seen the barbed wire bat before. Where in AEW Fight Forever. So I hopefully this is not a reskin, and I hope this is a more powerful version of the bat. That maybe you got to have a special to pull from under the ring or something. Because
Mm,
I think as soon as that barbed wire bat hits you, that needs to get you bleeding.
yeah.
Maybe to the mid level or final level even. because it's a barbed wire bat. Come on, for one, a bat's pretty bad, but the barbed wire bat's a lot worse. But I don't think this is the end of it. If this is a new weapon that they're actually adding to the game, I think maybe every time we get these DLC packs, maybe we get a set of weapons. Maybe they add just one weapon every time. I don't know, but there's a lot more weapons they can pull directly from AEW Fight Forever and drop into this game. So another gift from Fight Forever, y'all. Make sure y'all appreciate it and go
Well,
buy season
Two
5.
things
4.
about season 4. Calm now. Now 5 is not out yet. But two things I want to follow up on because of what you said is number one, like we talk about AEW a lot in this video. Well, let's mention this too. When people bleed in AEW, they don't just bleed from their head. It'd be
Mhm.
cool with weapons like this if people bled from their arms or other body parts, like
Mhm.
specifically to where you hit them. Because we do have, damage systems that are specific for the arms, the legs.
Yep.
You could do it, it's not a huge ask, I don't think. It'd be something nice to look forward to, though obviously we don't expect it in this upcoming patch or DLC or whatever.
It's
And
possible.
the Hmm?
It's possible.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, obviously it's not impossible, but I think it's very
5% chance.
5% chance. And the other thing is, it's pretty cool because I completely forgot about what it was.
Oh, my bad.
No, not your bad, not your bad. It's okay.
Okay, not my fault. But yeah, Terry Funk looks great too.
Yeah,
No, I agree, man. I think that they basically nailed it with the DLC. With them getting like this weapon in the game, I would love to see if there's more. Even though I feel like they would have showed it off tonight if that was the case. But I am happy like these things are making their way into the game because you kind of just expect just whatever's promoted in the DLC. But if they add like little just goodies and stuff like this on the side on top of that, I think it makes it better in the end, in my opinion.
I
It
agree. And
does.
I remembered, Kenny, I'll
Hmm.
say it real quick before I forget again.
Yep.
You said about like weapon variations that you might see in the future. I think they can totally do it because I look back at 2K20. It didn't have too many good things to talk about, but the weapon variation with the skins we had in 2K20 was insane. Like anything you could really think of, like even if they were absolutely ridiculous, they made it into the game. So it's possible, more than possible, that we see many, many more weapon
Yeah,
types like this.
it definitely is. But Brian, you just said we expect to get one thing in the DLC and they give us this extra stuff, but I think this is not something that's even going to be in the DLC, like included with CM Punk and the other guys. This
Uh-huh.
is probably means we're getting some type of patch, right? Because I don't
Mm.
think they would sell the baseball bat separate.
Definitely not. No. Yeah, we are probably good point. We are probably going to end up getting a patch, and I think that this game right now does have a lot to be fixed. There's a lot to be desired, simply because it's a good game gameplay wise, but when it comes to
Yeah.
everything in the modes, that's where you're like, okay, what in the world is going on? So they got to fix the image glitch with community creations. Once you download a certain amount, the game basically locks itself up and you can't download any
Wow.
more stuff. So they got to definitely fix that. There's a couple things that really need fixing in custom entrances. The lighting is messed up in custom entrances. uh there's a lot wrong, and I think that right now
No,
what
I was
happened?
telling you to get in that mic because it sounds like you're
Oh,
talking
my
to the
fault,
side.
my
Yeah,
fault. We'll
I was trying
split
to
it.
do it while
We'll
it was
split
zoom
it
in
out.
on
We'll
you.
split it out. You're good. We'll split it out.
No, we don't
But
gotta cut it. Let's keep it raw for the people.
but no. I think with what's going on right now too, with the patch, it's just big, man, because you decided to go and ban some creators 2-3 weeks ago. So if you don't come correct with this patch, the backlash is gonna get ugly
Yeah.
because of
What are some of the
their
biggest things you would say
priorities.
you want to see fixed? Because I saw homeboy, I can't think of his name right now on X. He was saying if they didn't fix something with the WWE Championship, he's not playing the game at all anymore. I
Uh,
think they did like clipping or
the World Heavyweight Championship in particular looks odd. Like it almost looks like the gold is melted onto the belt. It looks very
Right.
odd. They messed it up after patch 1.05 or '06. I can't
Mm,
remember which one
When you
exactly, but
think of
yeah.
it, is there any title that's kind of like that shape? The world title has a unique shape, so maybe the
yeah.
engine
It,
doesn't
it,
allow it. I don't know.
something is definitely off there, but there is some stuff, like I said, to be desired that needs to be fixed in this patch because, like I said, it's not looking pretty for a lot
Man,
of the stuff in this game.
I want universe mode to be fixed so I can see Brian smile again.
Yep.
Yeah. They took his soul when he released it this year.
I agree,
Give it
man.
back to him.
It, look-
Yeah.
it, look- it's bad, man. But before we get up out of here, uh, I do want to go on ahead and go over real quick this footage. We do see CM Punk, and we see here that he is doing a GTS. And I seen Kiro say, "Hey, this looks like a similar animation," but
Yeah,
honestly, it's really hard to
it's
tell.
hard.
So you 2K boys, we like 2K over here. We're not just crapping on it. It's just from the angle, you know what I'm saying? But it is hard to tell. But
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it does look like we got Drew McIntyre taking a GTS. How do you guys feel about just what we saw from this trailer, man? We saw some moves being performed. Any thoughts on this?
I
Yeah,
just I just want the new GTS animation. That's all I gotta say.
I was gonna say if it's a new animation and they were proud of that new animation, they would have shown it in this trailer. So the fact that it was that fast, I don't think it's gonna be anything new, but it's still possible. I just
Okay.
don't think it's likely.